What's up guys, it's Eric. We're back with Grillslingers today, and usually here on the patio we're doing something low and slow, but today we're going hot and fast, just like my wedding night. What we're gonna do today is a little twist on something pretty traditional. It's an Anaheim cheesesteak sandwich, not the Philly. Buckle up and get your spatulas ready. Let's get this bad boy. For the record, I got back to the hotel room and passed out on my wedding night. We're doing a Philly cheesesteak today, but we're doing it Anaheim style since that's where we're at and that's the kind of peppers we got. So the first step on that is figuring out how you're gonna put it together. Some people, they just like to do meat and cheese, and that's kind of where everything separates from there. You got people in the cheese whiz camp, and those are the people that are wrong. And then you got the camp where it's provolone, and that's the people who are right, and that's where we want to be. So we're gonna be doing it provolone. We've got some onions, some mushrooms, we got some peppers, we got some Anaheim and a little bit of bell. We're gonna get all that prepped up, and then we're gonna be cooking that on a flat top, going hot and fast. So we're gonna start with veggie prep. We'll kind of walk you through that. Once we get through there, we'll go ahead and bring the flat top out, and we'll start cooking. Get our onion out here. Now I grabbed a sweet onion for this one. You can use a white, you can use yellow. I just like the sweet onion because it kind of just adds a little bit more flavor to the sandwich. They caramelize a little better. Just better balance in general. There's a great debate in my house on how to trim an onion properly. I am correct. My wife is also correct, but that's because she's sitting right there. Okay, so we're gonna take out the outside here. We're gonna go ahead and basically just take that through the root. And we're gonna go just like this. Make sure you fling it all over the table. Next, we'll bring out mushrooms. These are just regular generic white mushrooms. You can use whatever kind you like. I usually just like these because they don't burn. They're not too strong on flavor. It's more just kind of give you that little bit of richness to go along with the meat. So we'll go ahead and just kind of slice these guys here. So again, so in Philly, there's a couple different restaurants, and the things that at the different places, you either get it with or without, and that's with cheese, but they specifically do, like there's some places that do cheese whiz, and that's how they do it. Or they do provolone, and it's like super polarizing. I just like it with provolone because I'm not wrong. I don't know, have you ever had a cheesesteak with cheese whiz?
No, but I've had a cheesesteak and I've had cheese whiz, and I definitely don't want cheese whiz on a cheesesteak.
Have you ever had cheese whiz on a cheesesteak? This is Grillslingers, not people pleasers. I'm just kidding, we all love you. That's fine, come after me. If you think it needs cheese whiz, leave a comment, because I want to talk to you.
I got no room to talk, I put ranch on it in Italian.
That's it. Okay, so we got our bell pepper out here now. Usually the easiest way to de-seed this is just kind of take the top off here. Use your hand. And just kalima that thing out of there. Ah, like that. Okay, take the veins out. Take the backside off. Go. Cut these into strips. Now typically if you do see bell peppers in a cheesesteak, they will be green ones. That's a red, that's not exactly traditional. But we got some Anaheim peppers. If you can't find Anaheim peppers, you can use pasilla, you can use green chili. It'll be hotter than hell if you do that. But what I like to do with these, I actually like to blister them up a little bit before I slice them. Gets that skin off of there. So I've got a torch that's about 5 feet that way. I'm gonna go grab it and we'll get these blistered up. Don't blow these right at your cutting board. I'm using a butane torch because I like to. You can put these on either a stove top, you can put it in a pan, you can put it in a broiler. The butane just happens to go a little faster. These are pretty cheap, you can buy them on Amazon. Just make sure you get one that actually works and won't blow up in your face. Okay, so we pretty much got about all of that done. We're just gonna grab a paper towel and we're gonna try to rub off the skin here that's been blistered. The reason why we're doing that is that the skin on an Anaheim can be extremely bitter. We really just want the flesh, and it kind of gives it that roasty, smoky flavor that's really, really associated with the Anaheim pepper. If you can't find it listed as an Anaheim, these are actually just another form of a hatch chili. If you can find those, hatch chilies just happen to be a lot stronger as far as heat goes. Wouldn't necessarily recommend that for a cheesesteak unless you can handle it, but that's what we're using Again, it's an Anaheim pepper. You can use Pasilla, pretty much whatever you want to find. Just make sure you're roasting the skin on that, and that'll really help you get the flavor going inside the sandwich. If you have a little bit of skin left on after you're doing the rub off, that's fine. Wow, that's phrasing. So again, we're just trying to get as much of the skin off of here as possible. It's okay if you got little bits that are left behind. That's totally okay. Same process as the bell pepper when you're trying to get these things de-seeded. Okay, all of these good to go in here with all the rest of our vegetables. So our veggies are all prepped up now. The next step, we're gonna need a flat top. So I guess, nope. Need to have my hands dry for that one. It only works when your hands are dry. So let's try that again. All right, so we got our griddle out. We've also got this guy over here. Looking right at the stern. Oh, that's hot. I can't do that. So we got our griddle going. You can do this on a Blackstone or any kind of tabletop griddle. You can even do this in a pan. I just like to do this with my gas grill because I got my little griddle set up. I can pull this off when I need to. It just gives me more flexibility. But you're wanting to basically just roll high heat. The first thing we need to do is get some oil on there. So I'm gonna grab a paper towel real quick. Hey, look. It's almost like I planned to do that. And we're just gonna drop some oil on here. You can do this with tongs. I just piece of go on here, spread it around. Make sure our surface is nice and oiled up. Okay, so let's talk about how you're gonna go through this cook. If you're doing one of these on a griddle, I like to flow toasting my bread first, then getting my veggies on, then cooking my meat, and then assembling the sandwich. So we're gonna go in that order. So go ahead and get your buns. I just got French rolls. You know, if you do this traditional, it's like an Amorosa roll. We're not in Philly again. So we're just gonna get our bread toasted. Okay, so our bread's toasted enough. We're gonna go ahead and take that off except for this last little straggler here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get our veggies here on the grill. Some other videos will be like,
oh, you gotta put these on at different times. You got onion cooks at a different time, and the peppers are at this.
Just put them on the grill. Yes, they will cook at different times, but a Philly cheesesteak is all about just get it on there and just get it going.
We're not making Philly cheesesteak.
An Anaheim cheesesteak is all about just getting it going. Okay, let's throw some seasoning on that. We use a little bit of just devil dust or our salt, pepper, garlic. Okay, we gotta let this sweat for a little bit, just like I am. So, we'll let it go. In with a little bit of choppy chop. Okay, so our veggies are just about done. So what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna turn off our right side burner and go ahead and slide these on over. Again, it's still gonna have some residual heat on it, but that's fine. We just don't want a ton of heat going on it. So go ahead and just move them over to the side. And we're gonna go ahead and get our meat going. So if you're at your local Costco, if you're there in the morning, sometimes you will see really thin sliced steak and you're wondering, like, I don't know why anyone buys that. They actually cut it for shabu shabu and people go absolutely nuts over it. They used to do it with ribeye, which was my personal favorite, but now they're doing it with New York loin. Still works great for making a really kind of over-the-top cheesesteak. I don't know if you want to see that or not. Hey. So, that's gonna be the meat for our cheesesteak today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that on the grill. And we're just gonna go full send. Make sure you kind of break it up a little bit. All right, so that's on there. We're gonna grab some seasoning. Avoid any dogs that might be behind you on the patio. Go ahead and get some of our Cali Gold on there, because you know we got to be on that. Now my favorite part. Start aggressively chopping this up. I apologize that you have to edit this. Try to get in here and just try to break this up as much as possible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically create like a space here. Go meat, veggie, cheese, let it melt, and then put it on the bun. Okay, so our meat's done cooking. Our veg has been ready for a minute, so now we're just going to get into building the sandwich. So what I like to do here is separate out some of the meat. About, let's say about that much for a sando. Looks about good. We are going to take some of our veg, press it on top there. Okay. And got our cheese coming in. Like I said, we're Team Provolone here. You can use white American, you can use, it pains me to say it, cheese whiz. But again, we're gonna put provolone down right here. So 2 slices. You just wanna let that melt a little bit. Sometimes you can use the dome technique where you get a little steam in there, but I mean, this is gonna melt pretty quick, and then we're just gonna go straight in the bun and we're good to go. Before this thing finishes up, if you want to see the recipe, check the description down below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Did I do that in the right order? No. Hey, look. Is that upside down? How is that upside down?
What?
Okay. So you're saying like that. Okay. Anaheim cheesesteak sandwich. We'll see you guys next time. It's been fun. Take care.